What? Did he score? It's funny. Oh, hello, hello. Meant to do this earlier, but I wasn't home. What's going on, everyone? While we wait for that to dry. Hey, you took my seat, Mr. Kitty. Hey, you stop that. Sorry, I was a little late. I um Scott got home a little late and I hadn't decided what we were doing for dinner. And then I asked him to pick up a case of water and he forgot. So then he was like, "You want to just come to the grocery store with me and we'll find dinner?" So that's what I did. So I was a little late. I just got on a couple minutes ago. It was McDonald's. So yeah. McDonald's is McDonald's. Sometimes like I hate that I actually like McDonald's because like it's just nasty. But like there's something about a quarter pounder with cheese, some French fries, and a nice crispy Diet Coke. Nope. I don't think so. I'm off on Wednesdays. Hello, hello. I know. It's disgustingly delicious. I don't typically eat it though, thankfully. It's not something that I will eat very often. It's every once in a while with Scott, and then sometimes if I'm mad at Scott, I'll just go and sit in there and eat a burger. Be like, "You can't eat dinner with me. I'm going to McDonald's." Yes, they do. They am I on TikTok or am I on YouTube? I'm on YouTube, right? Sorry, I just saw a notification. Paula said I was live on TikTok. I'm like, am I? No, I'm on YouTube. The McDonald's has like a special recipe with their Coke ratio. I think it's like more syrup. Um, huh? Oh, can I have one of those? Thanks. And they got bigger straws. Thanks. You're fine, Paula. I was just like, wait a minute. Because I was late. I was like, was I rushing? Did I pick the wrong app tonight? Well, there is music, you guys just can't hear it for some reason. It's still elevator music, I don't know, it's like I I checked my settings, like, I don't it must there must be some type of noise cancellation thing that I don't know. Potential answer. What's up? Night. Yeah, just the extra fizz is just so good. Hello, hello, welcome in. Oh, everything okay? Oh, well, if it turns out okay. Well, that's not fun. I'm sorry that happened to you. Whatever they said, it's not true. You just gotta keep telling yourself. Usually when people bully you, it's because um they are uncomfortable with themselves and they need to bring someone else down just to make themselves feel better. Well, I'm glad you like the colors I chose. I almost put blue in with it, like a light blue teal in with it, but I just decided to stay all green. Good evening. How's it going? I know that's easier said than done, trust me. I'm just waiting for that cross to dry a little bit. I went over it with a damp sponge to remove guidelines. So we'll finish the cross and then we'll keep working on this. Thanks. I was about to say, did you say blue because I said blue and it was that was on your mind? I'll do that. I'll be like texting someone and I'll hear something and I'll instead write the word that I hear. Thanks. We're almost done with it. I removed some guidelines so that we can kind of see what we're working with in terms of negative space. My most favorite thing in the world. Um, we're gonna fill in a lot with some pigment because I could do dots, but I did a lot of dots on it, so I think we need to balance it out a tad. I know I couldn't sleep the other night, but I think I pretty much caught up on sleep, which is nice. I've also been doing this thing where instead of taking my nap in the afternoon, I get outside and I go take a walk instead. Still brand new, like only a couple of days in, but I'm gonna try and keep doing that because I feel like I'm probably tired because I'm sitting and painting all day. Where's my green? Oh, here it is. I'm trying. I mean, I don't know how great I'll be at it when it starts getting like hot as frick outside, but we'll see. I know, I hate it. I hate it. I really wish, you know, I could just exist without the worry of having to make those healthy decisions. Because I hate exercising. It's not fun, but, I try my best. I figured out that if I do pretty much like a lap around my apartment complex and then finish it off by doing like so I'll end and I'll like go around like a big garage port and then like I just have to walk across like a little short parking lot to get to my apartment. So if I just end the first loop, it's 3/4 of a mile. But if I do two more, so I'll do three loops around the little garage port and then walk back to my like up to my apartment, it's exactly a mile. So I feel like, walking a mile a day, five plus days a week has to, be good for something. I love naps, but I feel like part of the reason I was so tired is because I just, you know, need to exercise and move a little bit more. So I'm slowly trying to get back into things. And this is easy because, like, I mean, I don't like take my time, but I don't like rush through it. Takes me about 20 minutes. And a 20-minute nap feels like nothing. So I might as well walk instead. Oh, nice. So I can't run. I've never been a runner, but with my bad knee, running is not good. So, I mean, technically walking isn't great either because of but it's better than running. Hello, thanks. Yeah, I guess I should have, thought about this after, like before I did all this, but it's fine. We're just gonna kind of fill in some spots with sparkles. Thank you. Try and let a little bit of this off my tool. Whew, it's a busy day. Wait, 3 a.m. to do housework? I read that as homework for a second. Um, Housework? What kind of housework are you up at 3 a.m. for? That's crazy. Oh, I know what that is. Ah, you have a early-ish night. I've been trying to do like housework during the day a little bit. The wobble board. I hope that the negative space between dots doesn't bug me. Aw. Caregiving is hard. I'm not sure if I like the music I'm listening to tonight. I know you guys can't hear it, but I don't know. Thank you. Oh, I wanted to get one of those like under the desk, like so that you could just do it while you're just sitting there, you know? I don't really know what that would do, like if I would feel more stable, or well, if I'm sure I wouldn't feel more stable, but I'm curious what that would do to like, me painting. Aw, well, they appreciate you. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It would probably make me a little shaky. Imagine trying to like, pedal a little small bike while painting. So I did dark green inside those diamonds. I feel like I want to put something on top of them though, like they're almost boring. I know, I know. That was my goal. I wanted this one to be different than the ones I've done in the past. Sorry, I have a tickle. I took my allergy medicine too late. It has not kicked in yet. I believe this one is yes, but you can get this shape also from Hobby Lobby. Okay, let's see, let's see. I do have do. Um, I just since I haven't used it on anything, but I have used hologram. I feel like I need to keep using hologram. I think I need to add some medium to all of them because I haven't used them in a while. So I think they've been sitting a little too long. I think I have to mix them up a tad. Oh, that's a fun way to look at it. I wasn't even really thinking of it that way, but I like that. Sometimes I feel like when it's this close, I'm painting in the comments and I have to like keep remembering to look at my screen, like the frame to see if I'm accidentally painting off camera or not. It's been a very long time. I think it's been probably at least 2 years since I've painted across. Um, I go through phases where I do a few within a short period of time, and then I won't do them for a while. Not that I don't want to. I just, I don't know. I just find something else to do and never get to it. Yeah, that's what happens. I'm not used to the Zoom painting. It was either in 2022 or 2023. I had a show at a church and I did a handful of crosses and none of them sold. I thought for sure my crosses, my ornaments would sell at a church. None. Well, very, very few. I don't think I sold any crosses. I think I sold like 2 or 3 ornaments. Um, I sold like random stuff at that show. It was very interesting. Never done it again, but that's what happens, like you don't know what show's going to do well, right? Until you do it. And then you decide if you want to do it again or not. We are almost done. I know. I made quite a few. I made a few like this size, and then I did like some smaller ones. I mean, obviously they all sold eventually elsewhere, but I thought for sure if there was going to be a show that would, really want crosses, it would be at a church, but nope. Thanks. Yeah, I'm still new to the YouTube engagement stuff. I always forget. I think I'm done unless I want to top dot these. Um, which maybe I'll just do a little bit of hologram, just a little bit. Thanks. Oh, good. Wow, that's a lot. Do those last you a year? Thanks. Maybe I should do more crosses. I don't have anything against crosses, I just don't do them very often. This is the only cross I have right now, though, so I'd have to get more. I don't know. So I typically don't I haven't resined these. It would be spectacular, especially with the bottom part. Um, we could try, but I did use Nuvo. So because I use Nuvo, it's not gonna typically oop, that was close. Typically, if I know I'm gonna resin it, I don't use any like 3D paint because it'll pop through or I'll need like 10,000 coats. So this one's probably just gonna get varnish. But if I didn't use Nuvo, I could have done resin. But I think as much as I want to add sparkle to these dark green, I think I'm not going to. I really want to, but I think I'll lose, the specialness of having this down below. Good evening. All right, so we're gonna call that done. So pretty, so pretty. Final color palette. I guess there's hologram too. So hold on one second. Let me add a dot of that. Oh yeah, maybe there might be some spots we can add some. I totally forgot. I said I was going to use rhinestones. So there's your final, minus that drying down. But I think it turned out pretty, 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 pretty. Okay, back to this. I know. The next one I do, I'll have to not use Nuvo and see how that goes. This one is like, okay, I feel like we need a little bit of purpley. Maybe we do. Ooh, wait. No, it probably wouldn't pop. I know, it's so pretty, isn't it? Yeah, I think those are probably my favorites too. I don't think I've used the ones that you gave me yet. I may have, but I don't think I did. Maybe I should get a little 24-hour list going. I don't think I'm gonna fit 4, so we'll see. I think 3 will be all right. Okay, let me get a list going. This was $2 on clearance at Michael's. I really just bought it for the mini clipboard, but I didn't even realize that it said this on it. I when I got home, I'm like, "Oh, man," but it's fine. Um, can't remember if there's anything else that I wanted, but I'll think about it. Alright, let me zoom out just a little bit. Okie dokie. It's been a while since I've done this. Not really, but kind of. Did I use this? I think I did. Need one more color. Let's do hello. Oh, good. Um, I told her that I had a list of things, and that was gonna be one of the ones I was gonna ask to make, ornaments for, was, like, patriotic gnomes, and then, I never texted her back because I suck. I really wanted to, like, design a few more before I sent her the list, and that's what I was doing, um, and I don't know what happened, but I started doing something else. Oh, yeah, I watched it probably as soon as it came out, or it got popular again, I don't know, but I just watched it, I think, a week or so ago. It was interesting. I mean, I feel like we still have time for them to bring out patriotic ones, right? I feel like this year, like, just in general, patriotic would probably be good at any time. Um, it's a like a I don't wanna call it a murder mystery, but it's a documentary about this, this girl, I think it was in Ohio. Um, there was a high-speed crash that killed her boyfriend and his friend, and I mean, she was pretty messed up too, but she survived, and it was, like, a whole investigation onto, like, what happened, why it happened, you know? And she went to jail. She basically just drove, the car straight into, like, a building. How old was she? Like, 17 or something? I mean, she wasn't very maybe 19? She was young. Yeah, she's claiming that it wasn't, but yeah. They were just cruising around and she drove down a street, floored it into a building. I mean, I feel like she totally intended to, like, not walk away from that either, and when she did, she had to figure out how the hell she was gonna, not say it was on purpose. What was it from last night? Yeah, there's no way. They definitely debunked what she was saying for sure. Oh, I think I did. Did I not respond to you? Didn't you message me too? Unless I'm thinking it was someone else, but I'm pretty sure that I messaged you back. Maybe I didn't. It was about VIP? Let me look. 'Cause sometimes I do start to message and then I go to do something for that person and I never tell them I did it. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe it wasn't you. It was on Netflix, yeah. Holy shit. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I did. Yep. Um, yeah, I think I posted a picture of it, yeah. Oh, you mean you made something with it? No, I haven't seen it yet. Oh, thanks. This is I wrote this pattern for July for my subscription group, my VIP group. This is their pattern of the month. I try to do things on theme with the month or the month before for the following month. I try. And this year I had a couple patriotic ideas. Yeah, I pulled that documentary up when I was painting the one day. That one is very dazzling metallics. It's so pretty. It's a favorite. Right, right. Well, I mean, I feel like people do because they think that they have a better chance of getting away with it. But in this day and age, yeah, that's not gonna fly. Whoops, sorry. Going a little blurry. It's pretty messed up. Oh, that's not the color I want to use. Just kidding. I'm gonna do the metallic. I feel like Netflix has been slacking with their true crime kind of stuff because I feel like I've watched a lot of the more interesting ones, and I find myself scrolling for quite a while before I find something to watch. Trying to remember what I was watching today. I don't remember, so it probably wasn't uh, super I probably wasn't really paying attention. It was probably just, like, background noise. I wanted to watch The Pit, because I have my sister's, like, HBO info, but for some reason, like, I was watching it the other day, and, I went to log on today, and it kept telling me that I needed to close out of the app and go into the App Store and, like, update to the most recent, and it was updated, so, like, it just wasn't working, so I was like, "Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna try and find something on Netflix." Hello, how's it going? I just haven't really felt like getting into, like, a show, like a fictional kind of show, and, like, because that takes a lot of effort to get the character development, especially when you're sitting there painting. So I haven't really felt like trying to find, like, a new show to watch. I know. So I really hate having to wait to watch it, so I'm just patient and I'll wait for, like, the episodes to come out so I can, like, binge watch it all at once. So I just started season 2. I don't even think I finished the first episode. I have not. Well, I don't know, know, 'cause I feel like didn't they say that they could hear them saying, like, "Stop, stop, stop"? Oh, see, I haven't even watched Handmaid's Tale. Kayla says that I would really like that show, but I don't know. Doesn't really seem like my cup of tea, to be honest. I think at one point they, like, heard something and it, like, vaguely sounded like they were like, the boys were screaming, like, "Stop." I don't know if they ever really proved it, though. Pretty sure that my sister really likes that show, and I think she goes to watch it with my aunt. But yeah, I never got into that show, I don't know. There's certain popular shows that people watch that I, like, never got into, like Game of Thrones, I never got into that. Yeah, probably. That's very sad. Yeah, I think I remember my sister saying it was a slow start. Oh, hold on. I lost the cap to my Exacto. Let me put that back on. Mhm. You know what show was also a slow start for the first few episodes, but once you got into it, it was really good? The Resident. I'm still upset that that show wasn't on for very long. Hello, Heather. It was a great show. I really, really loved the main character too. I felt bad for him. If I remember correctly, I don't remember how it ended right off the top of my head, but I remember it ending weirdly where, like, if they wanted to pick it back up, they could. But nice. Pizza's always a great dinner choice. I never say no to pizza. It is. Yep, so this will have resin on the bottom to protect everything and make it look extra fancy. Um, so they after the one character got killed off, um, the show just kind of lost traction, and I think it got canceled after a while because people didn't, yeah, they didn't keep watching it. Um, but like they didn't want to kill the character off. That person, I'm trying to word it so that I don't spoil it for people who haven't watched it. That person, like personal life wise, just like they didn't want to do it anymore. They wanted to, grow a family and kind of slow down a tad. But like that was a pretty big freaking character to kill off. You know what show I watched? I started watching it in college because my boyfriend at the time started watching it. It was on, like, a while before he started watching it, but I think it was, like, all on Netflix at this point. And it's still probably one of my favorite shows, even though it's not a show I would normally watch. Sons of Anarchy. That was a great show. It was so good. I fell into a pretty massive show hole after that show ended. Yeah, it really sucked. I couldn't believe it. I was like, "There's no way they're gonna kill them off." Yep, very sad. Yeah, Sons of Anarchy was a great show. Mhm. My parents, they really like Schitt's Creek. I never watched it. It's funny, I'm not a huge Charlie Hunnam fan. I mean, I like Jax, but I think it was more the bad boy vibe than anything. I was watching a show the other like, a few months ago, and it, like, took me a second, and I'm like, "Why is this dude familiar?" I was like, "Oh my god, it's Charlie Hunnam." So, I never watched Mayans. I told myself I wanted to watch it, and then I never did. Um, and honestly, I forgot that show existed. Charlie Young. He was in a show, he played, fuck, what's his name? It was one of those, like, murderer, like, serial killer shows, sort of. Was it after, like, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Is that oh, man, what's his name? Eddie Gain? Eddie Gein? Something like that. But he played him, and it was interesting to see that character from him. Ed Gein. Why did I say Eddie? I don't know. Yeah, you kind of felt bad for him, you know? Poor guy. Who, Doug? Yeah, Doug's freaking goals. Yeah, that's true. Right, right. Yeah, there's definitely certain characters that, like, can only be their character, you know? It's weird to see them in other things because they just do that one character so well, you know? It's like, what's his face? Daniel Radcliffe. I know that he has done so much after Harry Potter, but that's all I think of. And honestly, I almost feel like he kind of went a little backwards. Whatever he's doing now is just interesting compared to what he used to do. Oh, do they? I don't know if I watched that one. Um, what did you make tonight? Was it something from the 24 out? Oh, he already answered. Cute. What do you think of that? I did a few of those for my show the one year. They were fun. I don't know if I really liked the surface that I used. I think I had like 5 or 6 of them to take to my show, and then I never made more. When it comes to bookmarks and painting bookmarks, I feel like you definitely do better when it's a design that shows on the outside of the book because, I mean, you don't wanna, like, press pages onto things or, like, a heavy book or whatnot. Oh! Oh, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Well, cool. Nah, I don't read. Hello, hello. I should read, I just don't. I mean, with what time, honestly. Oh, well, what's the what are they made out of? I always read her comments with an accent. Right, exactly. Like I barely have time to sit down and scroll. Oh, maybe. They'd probably be better than like the foamy plasticky ones that I had. Like if I had more time, I would definitely pop into more people's lives. The only person that I regularly try to pop in for is Deb, and that's because she's on while I'm sitting here doing work, and I can just pull up her live on my phone. Well, actually, there was this there was this whole debacle one morning because like they obviously aren't always in Pittsburgh filming, but they do some stuff. And I guess there was like a scene with like an ambulance and like a police chase or a bunch of police cars. I don't know. But whenever they do something, they obviously have to get like clearance from the city because they shut down like bridges and roads and stuff to film, and I guess they didn't, and they did it, like, during, like, the morning rush hour, and it was, like, a whole shitstorm. Well, good thing you can't reach through the screen and touch it, huh? Sometimes you gotta resist the urge. Hello. Oh, cool. That's a really cool keepsake. Yeah, I gotta send her a big box of liquid pearls. I know. Yeah. So this is actually July's pattern of the month for VIP. So I have a whole written pattern for this. So any VI people who are going to be in July, you'll be able to paint this. And then this month, we're doing a stash jar with this design. So a couple patriotic things coming your way. Oh, that's so awesome. I'm so glad he loved it. Yeah, that's definitely something he's gonna keep with him forever. It is a lot of swooshes, but it comes together quickly, I promise. The outer edge wasn't supposed to be like that, but sometimes I feel like once I get to a certain point and I don't have too much space left, I'm like, what the heck is there to do? But I felt like the swooshes kind of gave like a fireworks kind of vibe, you know? So that's why I decided to do that. They're just layers, you know? It's not bad. Yeah, that was the other one too, is like my original plan was to do some type of bunting. I never remember that word. I kind of wanted to do bunting, and then it sort of came together like that, but also kind of gave more of like a fireworks vibe. So I'm like, yeah, that works. 'Cause the way that I drew the guidelines originally was supposed to be bunting-esque, and then as it kinda came together, I sort of started changing up my idea, my plan. Oh, do you? See, that's a show that I kinda wish that I got into, and I never did. But I'm pretty sure, and I might be is Patty from Pittsburgh in here? I don't know if I've seen her yet tonight. I think they filmed a I think they f oh, is the pit that's at AGH, right? Or am I wrong? I coulda swore it was AGH. Yeah, that's what I thought. 'Cause my dad, I mean, he used to work at AGH, so he was like, "Oh, yeah, look, I remember that area." For anybody wondering, that's Allegheny General Hospital. That's where the pit is based out of. Yeah, you never know, you could be. Good night, Heather. Have a good night. It's great. It's so great to get, like, tiny swooshes and stuff. It's funny, I used to not use that as much, and now I can't stop using it. Like, I have a ton of swoosh tools that I'll use, but I tend to pick up the pink ones the most. Oh, do they? Wait, well, at least it's the employee entrance and not anything, like, confusing. Where's my purple? I don't remember. I think I used maybe pink, but that I don't know what pigment I used. It might not even have been an opal, to be honest. Oh, yeah? Did you see someone using those for swooshes, or do you just are hoping that it works better for you? Huh. Well, I hope it works. This color palette is, oh, quite nice, actually. I do really like this color palette a lot. I wasn't sure about it at first, but we'll probably have to make a color palette card for this. I hope so too. Anything that makes your life a little bit easier when dotting is a win. It's like a nighttime version of one that I did recently. Let us pause and do that now so I don't forget. I got paint all under my fingers. Okay, so I guess we can sort of go kind of in color order. Trying to get back in the habit of making color palettes because I definitely stopped doing that. Not really intentionally, just kind of forgot, you know? Hello. Hello. Good. How's your day been? Oh yeah, one sec. Nice. I don't know who you guys are rooting for to win the Stanley Cup, but oh good. Very nice. Very nice. What do you mean election returns? Well, I was inspired years ago and never picked it up, because I was busy, and then lost my job and finally had time for a hobby and kind of just taught myself by messing up all the time. Gotcha, gotcha. Sweet dreams. We'll lull her to sleep. Well, so I had 3 months of severance pay, and, I was in a very lucky position where my fiancé was able to work, and he let me stay home and try and build a business. But, I mean, I was very careful, I was very careful. I was never in the red whenever I was building my business. And, you know, years and years of hard work eventually paid off, but it was definitely scary for a little bit, that's for sure. If I didn't have my fiance, I would never have like stayed off work longer than 3 months. Originally this was just supposed to be a hobby, um, so that I could just like kind of like mentally sort of heal up some burnout that I was experiencing. But my fiance kind of encouraged me to work for myself. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I was definitely in a good position, that I know not a lot of people really have that opportunity. Um, I am not saying that you're not a hard worker. I'm just talking about myself right now. I am one of those people that like I always constantly need to be doing something like ask the people in the chat. I know I work way more than I ever did with a full-time job and I was salaried. It's many, 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 many long hours, which again, not everybody is either willing to do or can do. I work from the time I get up to the time I go to bed. Almost every single day. Um, to the point where like they had to tell me to start taking a day off. Because I used to at least live paint once or twice a day every single day of the week. Now I have off on Wednesdays. But it's a lot of work and it's really hard. It doesn't come easy, and some of it I think is luck. But my biggest words of wisdom in terms of like being an artist, and again, this doesn't work for everyone because I'm very open about everything that I do, and like I will basically teach people how to do this while I'm live. Um, so like the community aspect is super important to me, and I think that while you're basically teaching some people to do your stuff, you're also creating this environment that people who are supportive of you are also still helping you grow even if they're painting too, right? So, but I don't just sell my art and make a living. I teach, I have subscription classes, I sell tools to do this. I kind of have a bunch of different hats, within my business, but it's just me. I don't have anyone that helps me, but um I mean I have some people, but I don't pay, like I don't have paid help. I do. Yeah, I'm not really off Wednesdays. I just don't go live. But I think one of the things that not just artists, but like self-employed people or people who want to start a business, make the mistake of is like they don't work enough, which unfortunately when you're working for yourself, you tend to work very long hours, but it's all for the end goal, right? Eventually all be worth it. Right. Yep, and that's hard too. Yep. I was, in a lucky position where all I had to do was I had time to focus on art. I didn't have to go to a job or two jobs or anything like that. I don't have kids, you know. I have a lot of me time, not really, but I have the ability to fully, completely commit all day, every day to my art and my business. But yeah, I mean, it's different for everyone, you know? I didn't necessarily have a viral video that got me my followers, um, but my main platform is TikTok, so that's, like, where most of my people come from. I don't know if you have TikTok, but you can follow me on there if you want. And I did go live quite a bit, but I think the turning point for my business, in terms of, like, how I got a lot of really awesome people in my community was when I had to paint a bazillion million ornaments in the span of a month and I was going crazy and I needed like moral support. So I went live just so that I had company while I painted a shit ton of ornaments for this custom order that I learned a lot of a big hard lesson on that order. But, I think at the end of the day, um, more good came out of it. Thank you. I know. I was talking to Jules the other day and um she was I was like, I've just I haven't been giving the extreme glitters like much love recently because I've just been using these pigments all the time, but like I can't help it. Yes, I'm known for Christmas ornaments. That's like one of my like main things. Um I'll show you my ornament wall. I don't have many ornaments right now. These are new this year, so I think they'll do all right, but, um, like, I do the glitter ornaments. The snowman ones are, like, super popular, same thing with the little penguins, but I do, our goal is 600 ornaments this year. We're at 2 we'll be, 250 so far. Well, the next one we do is gonna be number 250. So we're getting there. Um, July is, I paint at least 100 ornaments in July. We celebrate Christmas in July all month long here. So I'll be able to boost that number up by quite a bit next month. But as for now, I do at minimum 5 ornaments a week. We usually do them Saturday, sometimes Sunday. Might have been a ladybug. Ladybug. I haven't done a strawberry yet, but we were putzing around the other night, trying to figure out how to make a strawberry. So maybe I will do a strawberry soon. Oh yeah, you guys better get ready. Michael Bublé Christmas album's gonna be playing for sure. So yeah, when I'm not painting Christmas ornaments, I'm usually doing some type of smaller mandala or design. I don't typically do a ton of the very large pieces. I have, but I don't know. I like doing the smaller things more. Yeah, so I like to kind of switch it up, but I do kind of stay in my lane, I guess, and kind of do between 3 to 5 inch pieces most of the time. We still got a month. Don't worry. You have a month to get ready for it, Carol. The music that I have on right now that you guys can't hear, it's like a bunch of piano jazz, and I can hear a little bit of Christmas. It's not, but I could see that being like a Christmas kind of vibe. I have some ideas for Halloween already. I just gotta get some stuff ordered, but we're gonna have a good time. I know. That's true. But at least on TikTok, we'll be able to listen to the fun Michael Bublé. Yeah, this color palette surprised me because these are not my colors at all. But very pleasantly I am pleased. I'm pleased with this color palette. Yay for Halloween. Probably make a couple more ghosty trinket dishes. And I'm sure we'll do some Halloween ornaments. And I have a little mini project up my sleeve that I just need to order supplies for and try it out, but I think it'll be cute. Don't know for sure, but I think it will be. Um, and I'm sure I'll figure out something else to do too. Yeah, I can see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know why I count these ones. I typically don't usually count my dots, but I do whenever I do those ones. Lots of practice. It does get easier the more that you do it. What time is it? 11:05. Oh, wow, we got some time. It is nice, even on the days that I don't feel like I paint as much as I usually do. Let's see. I guess I can keep that there. Let's see, let's see. Let's see if I have any inspo on this. These are mine. See, it says mine. Yeah. Let's see. Do I feel like any inspo on this? That would be cute with a little ladybug design. We might have to do that. across. So the purple's calling me. However, um, is this a pansy? Yeah. I have Dory and we worked on a pansy tool, and I haven't used it yet. So I think I should. I can't believe that these are so expensive now. Ridiculous. Magic. I always forget to leave a corner up because I struggle. I'm also pulling this backwards, but hopefully it'll be all right. And I hate that these are literally my favorite jars. Like I know I can get other ones, but I love those jars. They're my favorite. Let's do an 8 split just so that I have room. $14. They have taller ones, but I like the 14. They're nice and like I like how they're like kind of chunky jars, you know? They're not like super skinny. Hello, how's it going? But it's also the lid. Like I'm very picky about the shape of the lid because a lot of other jars, like if you get them on like Amazon and stuff, the lids are rounded, and I just don't like those ones as much. Thanks. I like to have fun nails because that's really the only thing you guys see besides my art. Loud noises. So I found these little mini jars, what, 2 years ago at this point, at like TJ Maxx and Marshalls, and they were really hard to find, and someone was able to get me a few of them, a few boxes of them, and it's so funny. Like I was like, I need them. I need as many as I can get, and as I literally haven't painted any of them. But they're like little mini versions of the Hobby Lobby jars. They're so cute. 14 ounce. Some of you guys might remember these from when I was freaking out about them. These little ones are, how many ounces are these? Does it say? They're 4 ounces. And they're so damn cute. If I can get the freaking box open. I'm gonna leave one out because maybe I'll paint it. But yeah, these were like virtually impossible to find. I tried even like searching them by like the box name, didn't help. But like, look. Look how cute. They're like little minis. They have the rounded lids, which is like the one thing I hate. But like, hold on. They're like the same type. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna try and do a design to kind of go with that. Um, I don't know. You can find small jars, but it's like the dimensions of them. I don't even know. They were so damn cute. Okay, let's start out with, I feel like wild orchid. I can put like Toby treats in them or something. Bless you. Maybe I should wait and use that later. Let's do some orange. Oh God. How's it going? I got a new bottle of tangerine here shortly. Oh, paint booger. I do. Um, they're in a little baggie right now, but yeah, I've been collecting his whiskers the last few years. You guys, he was so cute today. So, I think I've told you that he has a little chipmunk friend that lives like under our patio somewhere. Honestly, I feel like he lives in the walls and he can get there from the patio. There's a crack. There's a crack like basically in the cement right underneath our patio door. And the last few years there's been a little chipmunk that lives there, but I hadn't seen him for a while. His name is Alvin. And today I was over here and I heard him like the cat, him. I heard him like if he sees like a bird or an animal or something or even a leaf outside, he runs to the patio door and like bangs into like the curtains or the not the curtains, the flaps, and it makes a bunch of noise. So he did that today. and I heard his tail, like, hitting his little house, and so I knew that there was, like, an animal or something, so I, like, went and peeked out, and he was, like, intent on something, right? And I'm like, "What do you see?" And then I saw little Alvin just peek out, and I'm like, "Oh, is your friend back?" I mean, he'd probably try and kill him if, he was able to go outside, but I call him his friend when he's inside. And it was really cute because he's just I mean, I know he's not old, old, but, like, he's a senior cat now, and so sometimes whenever he does, like, cute things like that, it just is so heartwarming because 'cause I'm like, "You're still a kitten in my eyes." Yeah, it's a really cute stash jar size. It could hold a lot of fun, cute little things. I used to have these, like, teeny tiny stash jars. I still do. They're probably in the other room somewhere, but I think it would be cute to do, like, a little tooth fairy jar or something. Yep. If I find one on the floor, I'll pick it up. I would, yeah. I actually used to have some smaller ones, I just don't have any anymore. These are, what, like 2.5 inches tall, so I would probably do about a 2-inch decal height-wise. Yeah. Yeah, I have a few of the small ones. Okay, so we're gonna do, I think that green is probably gonna be like a eucalyptus leaf slash green lagoon, but I think we're gonna go eucalyptus leaf. Oh, I freehand. Sometimes I will kind of like go off of a design that I've done before, but it always at one point starts freehanded. There's a cat hair right there. See if I can't pick it out in a second. Don't know if we're gonna be able to. Where is it? Right here. That's not the tweezer I wanted to use, but it worked. You're back. Welcome back. I'm setting up for something specific. What the hell? Am I gonna smash one? I'm gonna show off a new tool. We have been working on a pansy tool, and man, that tool was a pain in the ass. Um, but we finally are happy with one, though I think it needs a little bit of a direction because you definitely need to have a little creative imagination when it comes to using it because you'll see it and you'll be like, huh? But I promise it comes together in the end. You just gotta, you know, you gotta be patient. Oh, yeah, most tools you gotta be a little not so heavy-handed with. Sometimes you can be though, but most of them do better with less paint. Oh, by the way, guys, I peeled the tape off without you. Sorry. But here's here is that notebook from the other night. I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait for you guys. I do apologize. Sorry, I really wanted to see what it looked like. What's even funnier, I mean, maybe not to you guys, but kind of funny to me. It wasn't even that long before my Facebook Live. Like, I probably could have waited. I didn't. This stash jar lid feels so small. It's not even that much smaller than a 4-inch design, but it is. It is. It's about like a little over 3.5 inches, but it just feels so tiny compared to a coaster. In the 30s, like low to mid 30s. You're welcome. Right here? No, I don't. That's a leaf. But I also sometimes think it's paint, you're right, but it's a leaf. It's a mango leaf. Um, I don't know. On a journal? I'm not sure about that. I feel like you've got a lot of faith in me and my free painting skills, which I don't have. No, Gabrielle, I think I either have paint on me or I think that my hands are wet because of the little fake water droplets. Oh, that's a big ass paint booger. Oh, gross. That was a lot of paint. I shouldn't have squeezed that hard, but I did. Let's see. Gross. Anything else? Yep. Oh, there's quite a few in here. Get me that. Well, thank you, but I am not great with freehanding things. All right, trust the process. We had a lot of problems with squish, so ultimately we decided to leave it pretty open so that you can do it yourself. Mhm. Yeah, you can well, yeah, most of these are too big for nail art, but yeah, they have some pretty cool ones. Um, I did try the nail art ones to see if they worked with acrylic paint, and they do not. Unfortunately, it was very sad. Oh, gross. Whoops. It's a pansy. It will be anyways. A little bit of trust the process. I've got to add the little yellow center, and then I think it'll really come to life. Well, I know it does because I've tested it. I don't know why I went full with that purple, but it's fine. We'll just For those of you guys that were around last year, I think, where you guys wanted me to do pansies on a stash jar and it literally was like terrible. I still haven't finished that stash jar, by the way. That kind of sort of inspired this tool because I also kind of had people asking me to do pansies again this year, and I was like, nope, no can do. So I was like, Dory, how hard do you think it would be to create a pansy tool? This was one of the tools that her and I, when everybody came to Pittsburgh, her and I sat on the couch together and just like putzed around with it. So that was a cool experience for me because like yeah, I'll have some ideas for her, but I've obviously have never been part of like the designing process. Like I've never watched her do it. Um I just usually will give her ideas and then she'll run with it and, come up with something cool. But it took multiple tries to get this tool the way it is. And obviously, it's a bare bones tool. But I think it's cool because you can kind of do a bunch of different accents to it to make it as pansy-like as possible. It almost looks like a butterfly too. I don't know why I keep accidentally filling it all in. That's okay. There will be a mini pansy in the mini flower number 3 set that is coming out soonish. It's in the works. I don't know. Define masculine. You mean like no sparklies? Why did I skip one? I don't know. I don't know why I did that. Shelby. Well, I can certainly try. I forgot the top part on that last one. I'll have to go back and get it. How many do you need? Um, it's not currently in the design phase, but I think we were talking about like a bear set and, stuff like that. So, yeah, probably at some point. But it just kind of depends on how like simple we can get it because, that does make a difference. Come on. Or okay. Any color requests like green and blue or something different? You made it. I feel like the sets that are like currently in the works slash like most like coming out the soonest. We have the mini Greek set, which, that's pretty much that was already done, we just had to make it smaller. The mini flower number 3, and I'm pretty sure she's working real hard on the cookie cutter set, which I believe I should probably be getting a prototype set shortly because she got it done pretty um not pretty fast, but most of it didn't need too much tweaking. So, and I kind of would like that for July, for Christmas in July. Um, the Highland Cow set released officially on the 1st. And I can't remember what else. Okay, sounds good. Oh yeah, court. I hope you have as good of a time as you can. I know that's not gonna be fun. Oh, sorry, totally off camera. Ugh, gross. I'm sorry. So I was using eucalyptus leaf, and then this green right here is green lagoon, which they just discontinued, unfortunately. I should probably wait, but I really didn't want to forget. I'm just gonna do one right now, and then I'll wait for it to dry to do the rest. Anyways, um, I don't know if I'll like that. We'll just let that be for a little bit. Thanks. Okay, what am I gonna do here? Blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Oh, maybe we can do some swooshes here. Solutions. Honestly, the more I look at that, the more I don't like it, so I'll probably take it off tomorrow. Ugh, I'm sorry. Family stuff is never fun, especially when it deals with money. I have not. I mean, I know technically my paints don't really come off of fabric, but there's probably better paints for you to use. Um, it's a little scary to think about, to be honest. Getting the fabric like taut enough so that it doesn't move while you're trying to do everything. Like the only fabric that I have come close to even wanting to paint on is getting a blank, like a black blank pair of like canvas shoes, like Vans, for example, and painting a design on like the toe foot part, the front. I haven't done that yet. It is acrylic paint, yep, but um they make a medium that you can mix with this that makes it even more durable. But this is pretty basic acrylic paint. I feel like the more you wash it, the more it starts to kind of sort of come out, even though it kind of ruins everything. No, I don't like this part. I was trying to see if I did like a not really butterfly wing, but tried to bring in like a butterfly-esque, but I don't like the way it looks, so I changed my mind. So this is a lid to a jar. I'll show you in a sec. While I do paint coasters, this is gonna go on top of that. Oh yeah, you probably definitely could turn them into a butterfly. What's cool about a lot of these tools, not all of them, obviously, because some of them very much look like just whatever the thing is and only that. But some of these tools, you can get super creative with them and turn them into something that they're technically not. especially these ones that are more line work and then you kinda color them in the way you want them to be. So I'm sure I paint like this all the time, guys, but I've just literally just now become aware of it, and now I'm like, What is this finger doing?" Like, holding it like this is weird, I don't know. So, I have them all above my desk in these, they're these, like, um, two-tier metal wood shelving things that I got from, like, HomeGoods slash TJ Maxx slash whatever, and then the tool holder, there's 2 sections where you can put them in there, and then I actually have I got this from Dollar Tree because even though the tool holder holds some, I find myself sticking tools in a mug, and I wanted to stop doing that. So, basically, all of my most used and number ones are all in here. Some of the bigger ones, but most of them are number ones. And some of like the newer prototype tools get stuck in here too. But this is off to the side. And I pick out of that mostly, but I still obviously go up and get the ones up high if I need to. They are, yep. Because, some people have like this opinion about these tools, and I'm like, you are not even thinking it through enough. You're just seeing it as cheating. You have no idea how this opens up the creative ability for other people because unfortunately they are, well, I don't want to say unfortunately, but they're fortunate enough to be very able-bodied, and they've never had to think about how it would be to not be able to do something because of a disability or a medical issue. Well, whatever, they don't think about that. And while I don't have to think about that, personally, as a business, I think it's super important to be very much aware of all the people um, in the community. And I've had a lot of people say, like, oh, I can't do this because I shake. Oh, I can't do this because of that. And I'm like, you totally can. Sometimes you just need a little something, something to help you. Yeah, it's just like a paintbrush. I mean, it's literally a dotting tool. You create perfect circles with acrylic dowels. You're saying that is that not cheating? You should be creating perfect circles on your own then, huh? So, I think, the people that have issues just they don't really think about it in depth, you know? And, like, I can't draw well. So does that mean I'm not allowed to do anything fun in my designs just because I can't draw? No. Very close-minded, yes. Right? Yeah. I used to not that I mean, I'll give freebies still if I have some, but when I had an Etsy shop, I used to do that, and you would be surprised the amount of people that would, like, message me pissed off that I gave them a freebie, and I'm like, "I'm sorry, just toss it out." And then they would get mad because they'd be like, "Well, now I'm creating extra garbage." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I was just being nice." 3 star. I loved my product, but I didn't like my freebie. Oh, thanks a lot. People are very weird. It's one of the things I very much like about not having an Etsy. I mean, I you can review things on my website, but I don't have to let you guys do that, but, you know, I do. But with Etsy, like, you get weird people on there. I fired a customer on Etsy because, she thought she was supposed to get free shipping from my shop. I didn't offer free shipping. I don't know where she saw that. It could have been like a free over 35 because I definitely did that at one point. But anyways, she didn't even spend $35. And she threw a temper tantrum about how she had to pay like $4 in shipping. And in a case like that, where if someone would have messaged me and they would have been like, "Oh my gosh, I don't know what happened. Like I thought that there was free shipping." Like dang it, right? Not that I would have been like, "Oh, yeah, definitely," but I would have been more potentially inclined to just eating that $4 and being like, "You know what? Here, I'll cover it for you, but just so you know for next time, blah, blah, blah," right? But because she immediately came off, like, to me, like, angry, I was like, "Nope, I'm sorry, I don't know where you saw that, like, sorry, sorry, not sorry," and she, like, flipped out, and basically was like, "Well, I'll just do business with more reputable dotting, people." At one point I was like, "Believe it or not, I don't need your business. I actually have a website that is full functioning outside of this. Like you know what? Actually, let me just refund you. Don't even worry about it. I'm actually going to cancel your order." And she lost her shit. I wish I didn't delete the messages because they were wild. Like they were so funny. But only on Etsy. Yeah, I'm very grateful that this community, before you know, even if you're unhappy with something, the majority of you guys know that you can reach out to me, and 99% of the time, like I'll write the issue, even if it's not my fault, right? Um, and that's helpful because you guys know that. Um, the only people that I tend to have issues with are the ones that I like don't even know. Like, I can tell that they don't watch me. I can tell that they, you know, aren't on Facebook. Like, I can just tell that they're not around enough to know how I do business and, get mad immediately instead of just shooting me a message and giving me the opportunity to be like, "Oh, no, I'm really sorry. Here, let me take care of that for you." That's crazy. But it's still not as bad as, like, working in, like, customer service out in the public. And I do like how if I need to, I can fire my customer if they're mean to me. If you respect me and you're nice to me, I am way more likely than I already am because I'm very likely to do a lot of certain customer servicey things on my own. But if you're mean to me, you can pretty much kiss that goodbye. It costs nothing to be nice. Takes a lot more effort to be not nice, honestly. I try. My favorite ones on Etsy were, like, the ones where they, like, got mad about, like, the size or something, and I'm like, "You obviously didn't read the directions or not the directions, the description or even look through the pictures. You obviously didn't do that because if you did, you would have seen." But there's always one, you know? Yeah. Oh, it's almost midnight. Oh, I'm gonna try and get this circle row. Hopefully I can, and it meets up perfectly. And then I'll let this dry and I'll hop off, let it dry, and we'll come back to it. Or maybe I'll finish it tomorrow. Who knows? I have some side projects I need to work on this month as well. I just, some of them I like, am trying to find motivation to do it. Oh, thank you. Oh, well, thanks. I try. I've had that was a very common little note in my yearbooks when I was in school. You are the nicest person I know. Please don't ever change. You know, stuff like that. Thanks. I'm nice if you're nice to me, you know? And even if you're not nice, I'm still nice. Nicer. I might not be as nice as I could be, but I'm still nice. Well, I'm glad that you love it. I run my business how if I was a customer, how I'd appreciate it another business running. You know what I mean? Especially like a small thing would be like shipping, right? I could easily keep some extra shipping or just ignore you guys when you ask me if I could combine your order to save on shipping, right? Because so many businesses don't give a shit about that. But I would appreciate it. I know as a customer, there are some businesses that, like, I know for a fact they're charging way too much for shipping. And I know for a fact that, you know, well, not for a fact, but I know that they potentially could combine orders, and don't. Which tutorial? You have to send yourself to your room. Oh, the clock, yeah. I still haven't finished the clock. It's fine. I'll finish it maybe before my show. Good night, Vicky. Just trying to get this last circle row on here. Have I ever painted the side of a round fishing reel? I have not. The only thing that comes close to that, which it doesn't, but it does, and it to me it's a similar category because it's different. I have painted a prindle, if you know what that is. Obviously not the real name for it, but that's what I call it. This bottle of tangerine is on its last little life. There's so many paint boogers in this cap. I've gotta clean it. And the bottle's pretty empty. Yeah. She popped off, like, the plastic middle part on the gear shift, and sent it to me, and I painted it and sent it back to her, and she popped it back into place, and now it's fancy. A PRNDL. That was a Sweet Life of Zack and Cody reference from, my kidhood. Isn't Yeah, it was pretty cool. It wasn't like a mandala or anything, I just did a bunch of, dots of all different sizes in, like, gray and red and black and stuff, but it turned out really cool, and I wound up not charging her for it because, um I wasn't sure how well it would last, with the heat in the summertime and constantly touching it. Like, I wasn't sure if the way that I finished it off would hold up. Because I used, I think, resin. No, I don't know if I used resin or like a motorcycle slash like car engine high heat resistant like spray sealant, but either way, it was a total guess. So I wound up just being like, you know what? I'm not going to charge you for it. Let me know how it holds up. And apparently it's still going strong and it's been a couple years. So, but yeah, that's the only thing kind of along that line that I've done. It turned out pretty cool. I don't even know. I have a picture somewhere, but it's lost in the great beyond. But this is I think a good stopping point. So here's what we got done today. Today we finished the cross. I was thinking that too, but sometimes UV resin can yellow. So we finished the cross that we started last night. We worked on it on Facebook tonight and also a little bit on here. We did a trinket dish, which needs the, whatever. And we're working on this stash jar, so not too shabby, all in a good day's work. So I'm off tomorrow. I'm off live tomorrow. And I will be back on here at 9:30 Eastern on Thursday. So I'll see you guys back on here. And if I don't see you guys on Thursday, I'll see you guys on Friday on TikTok at 9:30. But I'm gonna log off. You guys have a wonderful rest of your night. I'll see you guys soon.